صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم 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 صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Rebecca. I'm 26, almost 27. I'm a teacher. I reverted to Islam just nearly 2 years ago now. It started quite a long time before that. So my dad passed away in 2014 and I developed a really overwhelming fear of death. And it was like having a really big impact upon my life, and I needed to go and find what was next to get over this fear. And I found like God, not necessarily Islam, but God. And people used to say to me, "Do you believe in God?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "But what's your religion?" And I'd say Christian because that's what I grew up as, not a practicing Christian, but you know, we were told we're Christian, we celebrate Christmas. But I didn't actually have any idea about Christianity whatsoever. And I went looking at what religion I wanted to follow because people kept asking me, "What's your religion?" Looked into Christianity and something didn't sit right, looked into Islam, but I was quite apprehensive because of everything you hear about Islam, especially as like a white person growing up like in East London. You hear quite negative things about Islam, so I was worried about sort of the backlash that I'd get from my friends and family, but nonetheless I still looked into it, and I started to kind of find something within me, like something felt right about it, but again was worried about everyone else, so kind of left it. Then fast forward a few years, I was teaching a lesson in school to the children in my class. I was talking about people that inspire us, and we had the general mum, dad, brother, sister, and then we got to a kid that's a little bit more thoughtful, and she said, "Prophet Muhammad inspires me." And then this kind of triggered thoughts in the other children, and we ended up having a whole discussion on why Prophet Muhammad inspires these children. And obviously I'd heard of Prophet Muhammad but never actually researched him or had any idea like the importance of him and who he actually was. So I went away, I did my research, and I fell in love with the Prophet and the message that he brought to us. And about 4 months later I took my Shahada, and now I'm Muslim. There's not a single thing that I can actually pick out, just everything I read, and I spoke to people, and it was like the way that they had love for him, and his kindness, and you know, just that pure perfect person that existed, and I wanted to feel that love for something that all these people felt, and it just came like when I was like researching. Before I was Muslim, I had zero patience. I would go from 0 to 100 in seconds. I had no patience for people, and I couldn't accept people that were different to me in terms of personality. I found it hard to tolerate people, but I've become much more patient, much more tolerant of different types of people, much more peaceful within myself. I don't have the anxiety about life that I used to have, because I know that, you know, I have faith in Allah, and what's for me will be for me. This fear of death, to be honest, has completely disappeared because now I'm aware of what comes next. I think it was like a fear of the unknown, and I'm aware like what's going to happen to me next, and whatever does happen to me is what I deserve. So I'm not scared of that. Like I know what's coming. It makes me feel as though, because he is the most merciful, that I don't have to fear what comes next. If I could say something to myself as a non-Muslim 3 years ago, I would tell her, don't be scared. Don't listen or worry about what people think. The only person that you should, or the only thing you should care about is what Allah thinks of you. And it's actually probably one of the best decisions that you'll ever make in your life. I enrolled into Jamia Al-Marif quite recently because I wasn't aware of the program. So the first year and a half of my journey, I was kind of winging it by myself, and I wasn't aware of the help out there for reverts. But I enrolled. I was given a mentor, and the mentor is. It's invaluable to have that person, you know, like just somebody that you can message, call, whatever, ask any question. It's never a silly question, because I'm lucky that my mentor's a revert, so she's been on that journey as well. And the retreat that I'm on currently is brilliant. Like, you get to meet sisters, and the sisterhood in Islam is a different kind of friendship, and I can't explain it unless you're in that situation, and it's like a really great experience. I pray that all the reverts on Jamia Al-Marif program and those that aren't, that Allah gives you a source of guidance and helps you on your journey towards Islam. I pray that the teachers in Jamia Al-Marif and other teachers that give time out for reverts also are rewarded. I also pray that my story can be a source of reassurance for other people that are interested in Islam, and a source of inspiration to take that step that I'm sure will be the best step that you take in your life. I pray that all of those people behind the scenes at Jamia Al-Marif that establish the charity and teach the mentors are granted like abundant reward for all the work that they do, especially Sheikha, and I pray that my connection with them will develop and grow as time goes on.